Bimi, 24 years old. Technically a male human being but feeling more like a mossy rock. Living in a cheap apartment complex on the edge of the city, unemployed for 18 months. Savings account is slowly bleeding out like a stuck pig. Spend my days rotating between 3 video games and staring at the ceiling fan. The fan wobbles. Sometimes I bet on whether it will fall and crush me. It never does. Life is a gray blur of loading screens and microwaved burritos. Social anxiety is so bad I wear headphones with no music just to avoid talking to people at the grocery store. My parents call once a week. I lie and tell them I am looking for work. I am not looking for work. I am looking for a reason to get out of bed before noon. Most days I do not find one. Enter Julian. Julian is my neighbor across the hall. He is everything I am not: employed, charismatic, wears shirts that actually have buttons, he tries to be friendly, catches me taking out the trash at midnight to avoid witnesses. "Hey Elias, how is it going, man?" he asks. I mumble something about being busy. He invites me over for beers constantly. I decline constantly. I assume he thinks I am a serial killer or a drug dealer. Honestly, either would be an improvement over the truth. The truth is just pathetic. Then comes the Tuesday that changes everything. Loud knocking on my door at 10 in the morning. Panic sets in immediately. Landlord, police, parents, I creep to the peephole. It is Julian. He looks frantic. I open the door 2 inches. "Elias, I need a huge favor," he says. "I have a work emergency and my sister just flew in from out of state. She is locked out and I have to go right now. Can she just sit in your place for like an hour until I get back with the key?" My brain screams no. My mouth is too slow to stop him. He is already waving at someone down the hall. Enter Sienna. She walks up dragging a battered yellow suitcase. She is terrifying, not scary like a thug, but scary like a person who has their life together. Sharp eyes, hair tied back in a messy bun that looks stylish on purpose. Wearing a leather jacket that looks like it has seen a war zone. "Hey neighbor," she says. Her voice is raspy and confident. Julian throws a thank you over his shoulder and sprints down the stairs. I am left standing in my doorway with a strange female. She looks at me, I look at her. "Well, are you going to let me in or do I live in the hallway now?" she asks. I open the door. The shame hits me instantly. My apartment smells like stale pizza and despair. There is a pile of laundry on the couch that has been there since the Bush administration. Blackout curtains are drawn. It is a cave. She walks in and does not even flinch. Drags her suitcase to the corner. "Nice setup," she says, pointing at my computer monitors. 3 screens glowing in the dark, thanks, I mumble. She sits on the only clear spot on the couch. "So you are the mysterious Elias. Julian talks about you." My stomach drops. What does he say? That you are quiet and you rarely leave this room. She is staring right at me. I feel like a specimen under a microscope. I offer her water because that is what humans do. She accepts. I go to the kitchen and realize I have no clean glasses. Panic rises again. I rinse a mug that had coffee in it from yesterday, hand it to her. She takes a sip and looks around the room. "So what do you do, Elias?" "I am in between opportunities right now," I say. The standard lie. She smirks. That is code for unemployed, right? I freeze. She laughs. "Relax, I am not the job police. I am actually in between opportunities too. Just got back from teaching English in Southeast Asia. Decided to crash with my brother until I figure out my next move." This relaxes me slightly. She is a drifter. Drifters do not judge NEETs as harshly as corporate people do. We sit in silence for 10 minutes. It is agonizing for me. She seems perfectly content scrolling on her phone. Suddenly she stands up. "This is depressing," she says. "What, this room? It is like a vampire coffin. Open a window." She walks over and rips the curtains open. Sunlight assaults my eyes. I hiss instinctively. She laughs again. "We are going to get along just fine, Elias." Julian comes back 2 hours later. I have never been so happy to see another human being. He apologizes profusely. Sienna grabs her suitcase. Thanks for the hospitality, caveman, she says. She winks. I lock the door and slide down against it, exhausted. Social interaction drains my mana bar to zero. I think that is the end of it. I am wrong. The next day I hear knocking again. It is Sienna. She is holding a plate of cookies, store-bought but plated nicely. Payment for the rental space, she says. I take the plate. Thanks, can I come in? Why, my brother is at work and his internet is down. I need to check my emails. I hesitate. Please, Elias, do not make me go to a coffee shop. People are loud and the coffee is burnt. I sigh and let her in. This becomes a pattern. Every day she finds a reason to come over. Internet is down, need to borrow a screwdriver, made too much pasta and hates eating alone. Slowly she starts infiltrating my life. At first I think she is just annoying, then I start to get suspicious. Why me? I am a broke loser with zero social skills. She is an attractive, vibrant female who could hang out with anyone. Why is she spending hours sitting on my floor watching me play video games? I start reading forums about scams, pig butchering scams, romance scams, long cons. The internet tells me that if a pretty girl talks to you for no reason, she wants your kidney or your crypto. I have no crypto. I do have 2 kidneys. I become guarded. I watch her closely. One afternoon, she is sitting on my couch looking at my bookshelf. You have a lot of books on coding, she says. Yeah, I used to be into it. Before I gave up on everything, you should teach me. What? Teach me to code. I want to build a website for a travel blog. I look at her skeptical face. There are a million tutorials on YouTube, I say. Yeah, but I learn better from a person. I will pay you. I do not have money, but I can cook. I am sick of microwave burritos. Fine, I say, so we start lessons. She comes over every day at 2 in the afternoon. She brings ingredients. She cooks actual meals in my tiny kitchen. The smell of garlic and onions starts to replace the smell of stale air. While the food simmers, I show her Python basics. She is a slow learner, suspiciously slow. She asks questions that seem designed to keep me talking rather than to learn. Tell me about this function again, Elias. Why does it do that? You are really good at explaining this. Have you ever thought about teaching? No, I say, I hate people. She looks at me with those sharp eyes. You do not hate people, Elias. You are just scared of them. There is a difference. I get defensive. You do not know me. I know enough, she says. She dishes out a plate of chicken Alfredo. Eat your food. Weeks pass. I start cleaning my apartment before she comes over. Just basic stuff at first, throwing away trash, then vacuuming, then I actually clean the bathroom. I tell myself it is because I do not want her to think I am a pig. But really I am starting to look forward to 2 in the afternoon. This terrifies me. This is how they get you. They make you dependent emotionally. Then they strike. I wait for the ask. Hey Elias, can I borrow $500? Hey Elias, can you co-sign a loan? It never comes. Instead, she asks for something else. Come with me to the store. I need to carry heavy bags and Julian has a bad back. I know Julian goes to the gym, his back is fine, but I go. Stepping outside is hard, the world is loud and bright, I feel exposed. Sienna walks right next to me, she talks constantly, narrating everything so I do not have to focus on the crowd. Look at that guy's hat, it is ridiculous. Smell those pretzels, we should get pretzels. She buys me a pretzel, we walk home. I survived. That night I lay in bed and stare at the ceiling fan. I feel a strange sensation in my chest, hope. I squash it immediately. Do not be an idiot, she is playing an angle. Nobody invests this much time in a loser for free. I decide to test her. The next day during our coding lesson, I drop a lie. Hey Sienna, just so you know, my grandmother left me a small inheritance. It is coming through next month. I watch her face closely, looking for the greed, the dilation of pupils. She does not even look up from the keyboard. That is nice, Elias. Maybe you can buy a new chair. This one hurts my butt. That is it. No questions about how much. No sudden interest in my finances. I am confused. Maybe the con is deeper. Maybe she is our identity thief. I check my credit report. Nothing. I check my bank accounts. Nothing. Month 3, I am shaving regularly now. I bought a button-down shirt because Sienna said blue looks good on me. We go for walks in the park. She holds my arm sometimes when we cross the street. My heart hammers against my ribs like a trapped bird. I am falling in love with her, and I know it is going to destroy me because she is out of my league. She is a colorful bird of paradise, and I am a pigeon with a broken wing. Then the crack in the facade appears. I am coming back from the bathroom in my own apartment. Sienna is on the balcony. The door is cracked open. She is on the phone. I hear her voice. It is different, cold, clinical. Yeah, he is doing much better. I have got him going outside 3 times a week. Hygiene is improved. Social skills are recalibrating. No, he does not suspect anything. He thinks we are just friends. Yeah, the project is almost done. I think he is ready for the next phase. I will send you the bill for the expenses. My blood freezes. Project, bill for expenses, recalibrating. I was right, it was a job. I am not a person to her. I am a project, a fixer-upper. She is being paid to hang out with me. The betrayal hits me harder than a physical blow. I feel nauseous. I retreat to my bedroom and lock the door. She comes in from the balcony. Elias, are you okay? I do not answer. Elias, go away, I yell. Get out of my apartment. Silence. Elias, what happened? I said get out, leave the key, do not ever come back. I hear her hesitate. Then the sound of the front door closing. I sink to the floor. The darkness comes rushing back, worse than before, because now I know what the light feels like, and I know I was never meant to have it. I relapse hard, curtains drawn. Pizza boxes pile up. I stop showering. I block Julian's number. I ignore the knocking at the door. She knocks every day for a week. Elias, please talk to me. Elias, open up. I put my headphones on and blast white noise. I am a rock again, a mossy, rotting rock. 2 weeks pass. I am running out of money for food. I do not care. Starving seems like a valid option. Then there is a letter slid under my door. It is a thick envelope. I ignore it for 2 days. Finally, hunger forces me to the kitchen and I step on it. I pick it up. No return address, just my name in handwriting I recognize. Sienna. I almost tear it up, but curiosity is a curse. I open it. Inside is a stack of papers and a handwritten note. I read the note first. Dear Elias, you are an idiot, but you are my favorite idiot. I know you heard the phone call. Julian told me you were home. You think I was scamming you. You think I was paid to pretend to care. You are half right. Look at the papers. I look at the stack. It is a printout of text messages, dated 4 months ago, between Julian and Sienna. I start reading. Julian, Sienna, I am worried about him. Julian, I haven't seen him leave the apartment in weeks. Julian, he looks like a ghost. Julian, I think he is going to kill himself. Sienna, who? Julian, the neighbor kid. Elias. He is a good guy, but he is broken. Sienna, not my problem, Jules. I am in Thailand. Julian, please, you are the only person I know who can fix people. Julian, you fixed me after the divorce. Sienna, that was different. You are my brother. Julian, come stay with me. Rent-free, just try to get him out of his shell. Julian, I will pay for the food and activities, just help him. Sienna, fine, but if he is a creep, I am out. I flip the page. Messages from 1 month ago. Julian, how is it going? Sienna, he is actually really smart. Sienna, and funny when he stops shaking. Sienna, he taught me Python. He is a good teacher. Julian, good. Is he ready to look for work? Sienna, do not rush him. He is fragile. Sienna, I like spending time with him. Jules. Sienna, he sees the world differently. Sienna, I think I am catching feelings. This is bad. Julian, lol, do not date the project. Sienna. Sienna. Shut up, he is not a project anymore. He is Elias. I drop the papers. My hands are shaking. The phone call. She was updating Julian. The bill for expenses was just for the food she bought me. She was not being paid a salary. She was doing it because Julian begged her, and then she kept doing it because she wanted to. I am the biggest idiot in the universe. I scramble to find my phone. Dead battery, of course. I plug it in. Wait 5 agonizing minutes for it to boot. 30 missed calls from Sienna, 10 from Julian, 1 voicemail from yesterday. I play it. It is Sienna, her voice is cracked, she sounds like she has been crying. Elias, I am leaving tomorrow. My flight is at noon. I cannot stay here if you hate me, but I needed you to know the truth. The con was real, Elias. I conned you into living because you were worth saving. Even if you do not believe it, goodbye. I check the time. 11:15 a.m. The airport is 40 minutes away. I am wearing boxers and a stain-covered t-shirt. I do not care. I grab jeans from the floor, pull them on. Grab my shoes, run out the door, I sprint to my car. It has not been started in months. Please start, please start. I turn the key, it coughs, sputters, dies, I scream. I punch the steering wheel. Then I see Julian's car pulling in. He sees me, he stops, rolls down the window, get in, he yells. I dive into the passenger seat. Airport, I gasp, he is already accelerating. We break every traffic law in the city. Julian is driving like a maniac. She is at gate C4, he says. She thinks you hate her guts. I am a moron, I say. Yes, you are, Julian agrees, but you are my moron neighbor, so we are fixing this. We screech up to the terminal. I jump out while the car is still moving, run through the automatic doors, saw checkpoint. Line is a mile long, I do not have a ticket, I cannot get through, panic, total despair. I scan the crowd beyond the glass barriers. Hundreds of people, then I see the yellow suitcase. She is standing in the security line looking at her phone. She looks small, shoulders slumped, not the confident warrior who barged into my apartment. Sienna, I scream. People turn and stare. Security guards put their hands on their belts. I do not care. Sienna, look at me. She turns, she sees me, pressing my face against the glass partition, disheveled, sweaty, looking like a lunatic. Her eyes go wide. She steps out of the line, walks back toward the barrier. Elias, what are you doing here? Do not go, I yell. Sir, you need to keep it down, says a security guard. I ignore him. I read the letter. I saw the texts. I am sorry. I am so sorry. She stops 3 feet away on the other side of the glass. She is crying. You are late, she says. My flight is boarding. Miss it, I say. Miss the flight. Why should I? Because I have a job interview tomorrow, I lie. And I need you to help me pick out a tie. She laughs through the tears. You do not own a tie, then we have to go buy one. Please, Sienna. Do not leave me in the dark again. She looks at the security checkpoint, then back at me. She grabs her yellow suitcase, ducks under the rope. Security guard starts yelling. She ignores him, walks right out of the secure area. I meet her at the exit. We do not hug immediately. We just stand there breathing hard. You look terrible, she says. You look beautiful, I say. She punches me in the arm, hard. That is for locking me out. I deserve that. She punches me again. That is for making me cry in an airport. I deserve that too. Then she grabs my face and kisses me. It is the best moment of my life, better than any game, better than any level up. We walk back to Julian's car. He is waiting with a smug grin. Mission accomplished, he asks. Shut up, Julian, we both say. Fast forward 6 months. I am not a CEO. I am not a millionaire. I work in its support for a mid-sized logistics company. It is boring. People are annoying. I have to wear pants every day. But I have a paycheck. I have a clean apartment. Sienna moved in 2 months ago. We split the rent. She is working on her travel blog. I built the website. It is actually getting traffic. Some nights the anxiety comes back. The desire to hide in the dark. Sienna knows the signs. She does not coddle me. She throws a pillow at my head. Get up, Elias. We are going for a walk, and I get up, because the con is over. But the life she scammed me into having. That is real, and it is pretty damn good. Be me. 25 years old, employed, in love, living, fan still wobbles though. Some things never change, life is good.